if the birds outside your window stopped singing and a chilling emergency broadcast warned you to stay silent? Why does the sudden silence feel like a threat? Could your brain be sensing something unnatural? This analog horror nightmare begins with a voice urging you not to speak. Is something listening? Watch the full video to uncover the terror. Subscribe now. Why does the absence of birdsong make your heart race? Can silence itself trigger fear? Your radio hums with static, whispering for silence. Does your brain's amygdala sense danger in this stillness? Why is the air so heavy? Is something watching from the shadows? Watch the full video to find out. Subscribe and hit the bell. What makes silence more terrifying than sound? Why does the forest outside feel alive, yet empty? Can your brain's fear response turn quiet into dread? The broadcast warns you not to speak. Why? Is something out there waiting? How does silence become a monster? Watch the full video to dive into this horror. Subscribe now. Why does a voice from your radio demand silence? Can a whisper exploit your mind's vulnerabilities? Science says auditory cues trigger fear faster than visuals. Why? Is this voice human or something else? Why does it know you're listening? Watch the full video to uncover the truth. Subscribe and join the horror. Can silence trick your brain into panic? Why does the amygdala flood your body with cortisol when birds stop singing? Is the uncanny valley making this stillness feel wrong? Why does the broadcast insist on silence? Could something be hunting you? Watch the full video to explore this fear. Subscribe now. What's lurking in the silent forest outside your window? Why does the broadcast warn you not to look? Can a shadow trigger primal fear? Is it watching you, waiting for a sound? Why does the silence feel so alive? Watch the full video to face this terror. Subscribe and hit the bell. Why must you stay silent as the voice grows louder? Can you resist the urge to speak? Is the voice an entity sensing your every move? Why does isolation amplify this fear? What happens if you make a sound? Watch the full video to escape this horror. Subscribe now. Why does your trusted radio betray you with a voice that's not human? Can technology turn against you? Why do glitches and static feel so menacing? Is the voice using your fear against you? What's hiding in the silence? Watch the full video to uncover this nightmare. Subscribe. Can silence itself trap you, making every breath feel dangerous? Why does the broadcast demand you stay quiet? Is your fear feeding something out there? Why can't you move or speak? What's waiting in the stillness? Watch the full video to break free. Subscribe and comment. Is an inhuman entity stalking you in the silence? Why does the broadcast call it not human? Can you feel its presence in the stillness? Why is the air so heavy with dread? Will you survive its approach? Watch the full video to face this horror. Subscribe now. Why does the voice know you're hiding? Can you stay silent as it gets closer? Is the entity drawn to your fear? Why does the broadcast warn you can't hide? What happens if it finds you? Watch the full video to uncover the truth. Subscribe and hit the bell. What if the silence is the entity's weapon, waiting for you to break it? Can you escape an inhuman force that thrives on quiet? Why does analog horror make silence so terrifying? Will you survive or speak and be lost? Watch the full video to find out. Subscribe and share your fears.